Hi, I'm Edgar Hernandez.
And I'm Nuri Robles. And this is
Bar Talking Bar.
Your access to the heartbeat of New York City's bar and hospitality scene.
Hosted straight from the city that never sleeps, we sit down with bartenders, brands and ambassadors, hospitality pros, and cocktail lovers.
Whether it's the art of bartending, the hustle behind hospitality, or the wildest bar tales, expect raw conversations and industry secrets.
Listen to the people who pour your favorite cocktails and keep the nightlife alive.
If you love bars, spirits, and the stories that bring them to life, follow us, share, and subscribe to keep the conversations flowing.
The podcast that you didn't know you need.
New episodes weekly. Hola.
Hola, ¿qué haces?
estás haciendo?
Te estaba esperando
Ay, ¿para qué? Hey.
para grabar este podcast que está comenzando.
Hola, amigos. Me voy a poner mis audífonos.
Gear up.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey,
okay,
everyone.
so what is this about, Edgar?
So this podcast is going to be about, first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about us, who I am in terms of my hospitality experience, and a little bit about you. We want to know a little bit about both first before we move in.
So, for whoever doesn't know me, my name is Nuri Robles. I and Edgar, we've been working on this project for a little bit, and the name of the podcast is
Bar Talking Bar.
And we decided to call it like that because we work in the industry, but mainly Edgar works as a bartender.
I'm a seasoned bartender, still working, still shaking it. Oh, look, I shake it so hard that my watch came off.
And I've been working in the hospitality for the past decade or more. I've been working since the bottom to the way up. And we realized that in these days, we need a platform for our friends from the community. And we want to do something that it's friendly.
Yeah, and it's inviting. So we also want to underline that we're going to be doing the show in both languages, Spanish and English. Being Spanish our first language, we both come from the same city. I'm originally from Mexico City.
And I'm originally from Mexico City as well.
So you have two folks from Mexico City. And now eradicating here in New York. We've been seeing the changes in the city.
But not only New York. We live in the best city of the world, New York City. The apple.
I agree on that one. But people might have different opinions on that.
Well, you're going to find our social media and where you can listen to us, and you can contact us and tell us your opinion, ideas, and we can have a conversation.
Yes. So, like I said, we're going to make it really, really friendly. It's going to be nerdy at times. We're also going to have some fun, some interaction, some questions. We're going to ask our audience to interact with us in terms of what, like Nuri just said, what would you like to listen to? Who would you like to see in our show? We have so many friends we would like to invite, but at the same time, everybody is going to be listening to the person.
And also, we want to make new friends. Not only our friends, we want to make new friends. We want to invite people from, hopefully from other countries. And if they are visiting New York, please be advised that probably you can be invited here, and hopefully you accept it. So you can share your story we want to share stories from New York City, from bartenders, whoever works in front or behind the bar and all around the bar, meaning chefs,
bartenders, barbacks, front of the house, leadership in terms of management, also talk about structure. We are in the hospitality industry, and there's so many moving parts. When it comes together, it comes to a team, but building the team takes a lot of people, and people is very important to build a team. It's like bricks. You need to build a wall.
Also, in that point, we also want to have guests, people who go to bars to have a cocktail, and they can also have stories about how's the hospitality industry, how they feel. It could be, from back in the day, or a new cocktail lover. And we really want to share, as I mentioned it before, what is happening in New York City. And then you can have a different perspective, our perspective, and also from the people who work here, sorry. And yeah, as you know, my first language is no English, Spanish. I'm just faking.
Mine's too.
But I'm making the effort, and I'm very excited that I can be talking in Spanish or English, and we also going to have subtitles. So that's another good thing that you can
Yes.
understand my opinions.
So yeah, it's very important that we try to communicate with our folks, especially Mexico City, since it's been evolving and growing, and we've seen the growth. We love that stuff, not only because we are from Mexico City, but also because the industry is evolving, and we've seen that change after 2020 all over the city here in New York. We're New York based, so if you, like Nori said earlier, when you guys come to New York, come to the podcast, send us an email, set up an appointment, set up a time. We'll work with you guys. We want to hear your voice, your story. We want the people outside from this room to listen to our story and your story.
Yes, and especially if you're coming from another state or country, it's very awesome, in my case, to hear stories from where you're coming from, but also how do you see the scene from New York City?
Yeah, what's different? Yeah, you're right. Like, what's different? New York, when you visit New York, when you visit Puerto Rico, for example, when you visit Argentina, any part you visit in the world, not to compare, but to see what's different and see who's doing what and what techniques are they using, what cocktails are they drinking, what spirit is the favorite spirit there. Um, like there's so many questions and so many answers, but also we want to, like, again, going back to the stories. We also want to be nerdy, like I said before, but nerdy in the sense of being friendly and, whatever. Like, this is going to be raw. So come with us, right? Get along with us. Join the talk, like we said.
Yes, join the talk, because even me, that I have many years working, there is no day that I'm not learning. Like everybody says, like every day you learn something. And what more exciting that you learn from the people who work here, and also they bring ideas. Like Edgar says, like if you go to another country and you're from New York City, definitely you have to compare, but in a assertive way. And you can also share your opinions about, like, what did you learn from other countries, other bartenders, or even here, like if you get the opportunity to have a pop-up in another bar where it's different. So those things are very new in many ways, but I feel like not just before the pandemic or during the pandemic, sorry, there is, like, I remember when I started working, they said, it's been a little bit like when the cocktails start coming again with Sasha, exactly, with Sasha Petrasky. He was one of the pioneers of bringing back the cocktail industry scene in New York City, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's one topic we can talk about: the cocktails, favorite cocktails, how to create a cocktail, everything you can think of it. It's gonna be here, your postcard, in your show. So join us. Remember.
Please. We're gonna post, or you're gonna find the social media here, and then you can subscribe, share it, and comment, and then we can become famous, and then bring more people, and famous people, and a lot of brands that they're gonna be happy to talk to you about their history.
All right. So going to another well. Nori, tell us briefly a little bit about yourself. Where do you start working? How do you end up in hospitality? And where are you now? So folks can know where you're coming from. And and so we can give it a little more to the audience.
Of course. So I started working back in 2004, and I started as a co-check. Like many immigrants who doesn't speak English, we start like, from the bottom because we have to learn and be comfortable talking English. And then I moved forward, to boss girl or boss boy or bosser, food runner. I had the opportunity to learn how to expedite food and become an expo. I also became server back in, I think it was in, I don't even remember, but it was one of the main interests that I really wanted, because I was studying also for to be a filmmaker, producing videos and documentaries, and I always thought that like working in restaurants is gonna be my side job just to pay my bills. But for some reason, I was in denial that I really love hospitality, and I like to talk to clients or guests, and it become very, very important for me that every time someone was my guest, they have a very beautiful experience. And I don't know if everyone, but like Mexicans, we are like that, right? Like if you go to our house, we always try to, make you feel comfortable in sharing our food and everything. So when that opportunity came, I always tried to like make them feel like very happy about the experience. And then there were a lot of transitions in my period of time that I've been here in New York City. And I ended up working in during the after the pandemic in a hospital as a nurse assistant. But then I realized that I really, really miss hospitality.
So you came back to hospitality, and where are you these days?
So right now I'm working at 11 Madison Park. It's a plant-based restaurant. It has three Michelin stars, and it's one of the best restaurants in New York City and in the world. And I'm very happy to be there. I'm proud of whatever they're doing. They're doing it right, and we still having the opportunity to be growing, and I've been learning a lot these days.
That's that's amazing.
Yeah. What about you, Edgar? Tell us about you.
So
Please.
I also started in hospitality probably when I was 16 years old. I started as a dishwasher as a part-time. I left the hospitality probably around 2001 after the Twin Towers, because believe it or not, I'm 27 years old.
Oh, I was like, what? Yeah, it is true.
So yeah, I left the hospitality, and also when I was going to school, and I was doing other side gigs. I was an assistant manager for a chain of supermarkets, and somehow I ran into a friend that I have met since 1999 when I first came to the States. He offered me a part-time job. Well, he said, "Oh, they're looking for a back waiter." And then I was like, "Okay, I could probably use a couple of hours extra from my part-time, because I had a part-time and then I needed another part-time. So this was my second part-time back then."
Okay, I get lost.
Yeah, believe
Just
me,
in time.
I was working a lot and I was going to school, so I was trying to make some time to still make some money. Anyway, so going forward. I started working in hospitality back in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, I also started, I moved my way up. I made my way up. Started as a back waiter, bar back. I did barista. I did all kinds of jobs. I always loved bartending. Well, without being a bartender yet, but I love it because I saw the bartenders, like the way they communicate, the way they move, the way they flow. Because you have to have a flow, like you have to have smooth and make those transitions and talk to people and be friendly and be welcoming, and also make sure that you have 20 different tasks going around your, you know.
But I think in that case, like sometimes you don't even realize that all that happens. Like
Yeah.
you just, I mean, you can continue right now, but I feel like when you are not bartender and you see bartenders, you think like, oh, they're just standing there and making, shaking, and then just talk to people.
Yeah,
But then there's a lot
it's
of
like me saying I'm a lawyer and I don't know what a lawyer does, right? But still, he's gonna perform, and that's why you need your education, and that's why we have the podcast here, so you can get some information. You can talk to, like, you can learn from the brand ambassadors, you can learn from the bartender experiences, and you'll see it from a different perspective, right? So going back to my story, like I say, I moved became a barback, started learning, um, became a bartender, when I had the opportunity to become a bartender. And after a few years, I became the lead bartender at a place. I opened a couple of bars and restaurants, and now I'm probably going on my 10, 11, probably 12-year mark working at this place called Freeman's in the Lower East Side, where I've been leading the bar. The bar team is also a great team. It's awesome. All the guys working. Uh, Shout out to all the team, Freeman's Restaurant. But yeah, that's my story. So like I say, I'm still shaking it. I'm still cooking it. I'm still making it happen for my folks. So whenever you guys want to come to Freeman's, come to. But whenever you guys want to be at the podcast, we need you here.
Please, please,
Just
please.
please.
Well,
You sound like James Brown. Please, please.
I don't know that song.
You don't know that song?
No, but I know other song.
Which one?
Baby, come back. Da-da-da-da.
But nobody has left.
Well, I just mentioned that I know that song. I didn't say that it has to be
Just
related
kidding.
with something.
So this is how we are when we're together. We always like making jokes and making fun of each other, which is very fun. And that's why we decided to build this podcast, because we always, interact with all other folks. And, we decided to, why not give it a chance, give it a shot
Yes.
and make it happen.
Yeah, because, sometimes I feel like you go out and have dinner with your friends, or, go and have a cocktail with your friends. And then you start talking and talking and talking and talking. And then you realize, oh my God, I wish I had recorded this.
As you can see, she loves talking.
Yes, I am. Sometimes I just want to just be by myself, recharge, and don't talk to anyone. And then 6 days later, I can talk as much as I can.
6 minutes later, 3 Doritos later.
Yeah, he called me that I'm like a squirrel. Once I wake up, I'm like, hi, 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 hi. Right? But anyway, so back to the talking. I feel like this is the best
Talking
place.
bar.
Yes, talking bar talking. And especially the cocktail community, it's amazing. Like the other day I was talking to someone, and we said that chefs, they go sometimes out with their friends, the chef friends, and bartenders, they tend to go to other bars with other bartenders, with friends, to talk about bars and job related, or have a drink. And it's an amazing community because servers, sometimes you can go out, but usually it's kind of very split. And I fell in love with the community of bartending. I learn a lot, and I enjoy every single event, because also you meet people, you do networking, you have fun, you get drinks, and then you try others people palate, how they create cocktails, and then you get free stuff. That's
You
what
get free stuff.
like merch. If you go to an event where there's a brand, I love that.
I don't know about that. Well, I am not like that. I'm not into that. But I what I can say is that I really like what we're doing. I want to let you know, folks, that as we grow, we would like you to follow us. We would like you to be part of it. Jump on the train and follow our journey. Like I said, this is our second language. First language is Spanish. So I'm gonna say a couple of things in Spanish. Para todos nuestros seguidores que nos van a estar escuchando y viendo, nos van a estar viendo en YouTube, nos van a estar viendo escuchando, perdón, en diferentes plataformas. Queremos que todo mundo se sintonice cuando tengan tiempo, si van en el carro, si tienen un break, vean el video.
¿Sabes por qué me río?
¿Por qué?
Porque Edgar habló como el tío. Cuando me sintonicen en FM 1M, ya estamos en el 2025, ya le dan clic ahí al Instagram.
Bueno, cuando den clic a YouTube, cuando ven el video, porque nos van a escuchar por el podcast, por las diferentes plataformas de audio,
¿Cómo cuál?
como Spotify,
Ajá,
iTunes,
ajá.
just to mention a few. Let's keep
Yeah.
it, let's keep
There's
it.
a lot of that. Like, honestly, like, most of my friends, they listen to Spotify. Pero sí, escúchenos, se van a divertir mucho, se van a preguntar muchas cosas que después pueden mandarnos esas preguntas y nosotros se las averiguamos. Vamos a tratar de traer a mucha gente que de pronto no es tan conocida, pero tienen muchas historias. Y eso es lo chévere, tener
De eso
la...
se trata, que la conozcan, de que vean quién es la persona.
Sí, y sobre todo es súper interesante ver gente que lleva años en la industria y que, o sea, hay veces que ya se saben de todo, ¿no? Pero
Están en el anonimato.
sí,
¿Por qué? Siento que están en el anonimato porque no han tenido la proyección, no han tenido el tiempo
o el interés,
el-
pero quizá
no
les
es que
den...
tanto mucho
Sí,
interés.
ok.
A veces yo, por ejemplo, te puedo
Ujú,
decir que hay lugares en los que tú trabajas que no te dejan o no te dan esa proyección,
ok.
por así decirlo.
Ujú.
No es tanto lugares, porque conozco personas que han trabajado 15 años en un lugar y nadie los conoce. Y trabaja otra persona un año, 3 años, y puf, se vuelven muy populares, pero todos porque alguien te está ayudando. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Y sí,
Entonces, también por eso es que estamos haciendo esto. Más que nada para que las personas que estén en el anonimato, las personas que no se conozcan todavía, se conozcan. Y también se me hace muy interesante que al compartir la historia de cada persona, es es un mundo, ¿no? O sea, cada
sí.
persona es un mundo real, literal. Y cada vez que alguien dice algo, habla de algo, como el otro día que estábamos compartiendo con una persona en nuestro restaurante, nos estaba diciendo que de dónde era,
Ay,
o sea, todo,
sí.
o sea, ¿me entiendes? Como que dice, la historia que nos dio después de 30 años de estar trabajando, yo pensaba que el señor era empleado, pero resulta que es el dueño.
Y aparte es mi vecino de allá de por donde yo vivía cuando era chiquitita y me contó la historia y es chéverísimo porque igual me sentí como en un momento de ratatouille, no con la comida, pero con la cuestión de acordarme de mi niñez y y es muy chévere ver que pues sí, que todo el mundo tiene una historia. O sea, es Nueva York es una ciudad que
Nueva York.
no, está llena de inmigrantes y todos tenemos una historia y pues la hospitalidad, o sea, es lo que mueve esta ciudad demasiado. Entonces,
Sí.
queremos ser parte de la historia, queremos tener historias, queremos crear historias y obvio que ustedes las disfruten. Y por favor, o sea, suscríbanse, compartan, comenten y sobre todo, pues déjenos comentarios, ideas, no hate, ¿no?
Ah, no, sí,
Pues,
también lo queremos. Queremos de todo.
no. O bueno,
Quere-
yo pienso que estamos en un mundo donde
Es que
podemos
todo el
debatir.
mundo tiene que expresarse, todo el
Sí,
mundo tiene que
sí,
decir
sí.
que le gusta, que no le gusta. Por eso también nosotros estamos haciendo un esfuerzo en hablar en inglés, para que también las personas se den cuenta que ningún esfuerzo va sin percibido, ¿no? Que todo se ve y todo también tiene su valor.
Claro.
Creo que nuestro conocimiento, el conocimiento que nosotros tenemos, si podemos aportar al mundo y que ellos puedan entenderlo de otra forma, es muy importante también, porque para todos tenemos un maestro o alguien que nos enseñó algo, alguien que nos dio un entrenamiento, ¿me entiendes? A todo mundo le aprendimos algo. Creo que si consolidamos todo eso en una esfera y se lo compartimos a alguien más, es de mucha ayuda.
Como Dragon Ball, las esferas. No, no eran.
No, nunca
No.
lo vi.
¡Ay!
Lo vi, pero al principio. Pero bueno, a mí me gustaba, ¿cómo se llama esta caricatura que parece que era joder, se me olvidó, los supercampeones. Esa caricatura como me gustaba.
Okay, I didn't watch that, but Edgar is talking about, we're talking about cartoons when we were kids, but anyway. So, going back to English, I want to try to say a little bit, uh, we're going to say goodbye so you can enjoy the next episodes.
Well, so thank you guys. Enjoy. Say what you gotta say, because when you say it, you gotta say it. Just kidding.
Remember, we have to tell them something very important.
Can you tell them?
Lo voy a
I
decir en
forgot.
I'm going to say it in Spanish and you're
¿Qué?
going to say it in English, okay? So lo voy a decir en español y Edgar lo va a decir en inglés. Este no es el podcast que ustedes... ¿Era así?
Este es el podcast que tu mamá te dijo que no escucharás.
No, era otro que era... Este es el podcast que tú no sabías que querías, pero aquí te lo traemos.
Este es el podcast que tú no sabías que querías, pero aquí te lo traemos. Pero estaba en
Tú lo
inglés.
tienes que decir en inglés.
Okay. This is the podcast that you didn't know you wanted, but this is where it is. Bar Talking Bar. New York City, coming to you pretty soon.
Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you so much for tuning us. My name is Nuri, and I'm going to be with you every week at Bar Talking Bar. Thank you, Edgar.
Thank you, Nuri. Bye. My name is Edgar. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Tiki, tiki, tiki.
Salud.
Cheers.